We got Tata Motors, which is listed on the Bombay market, which of course is Mumbai, Bombay, same thing. And then also has an ADR in New York on the New York Stock Exchange.
Correct.
Code TTM. Indian automobile company. Remember, this one is part of the Tata Group conglomerate, which is a very old and storied Indian company. And then cars were something that they got started with in the late 60s. But it owns Jaguar Land Rover, which it bought from Ford in the 60s,
Correct.
70s.
No,
more
bought it recently,
80s.
yeah. So when all
Even like recently.
2008.
Exactly, there you go.
So when you had the liquidity crisis and all these, well, the big three, GM, Ford, and can't remember the other one now, they all had huge issues with liquidity. They started to sell off all these brands that they had bought in the last few years, and Tata had a bit of money, and they thought, goodness, why don't we offer? And they bought it.
Jaguar Land Rover, UK-based company, Coventry in England.
Correct, and it's basically together. They're known as JLR, essentially. Okay. They bought them for about 2.8 billion, and on last count, that company is worth over $10 billion. So Tata did incredibly well.
Hang on, wait. In Bombay, if you take the market cap of that thing, it's got a 1.25 trillion rupee market cap, which we think is about $19.2 billion.
You guys are spot on. It's about 20 billion. Yeah.
So price to earnings ratio 15.9, not much of a dividend yield. So hang on. So you're saying the Jaguar Land Rover alone is worth half of the market cap of this company?
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Why is that so important? Well, you need to understand that Land Rover and Jaguar have just been a stellar performer for this business since 2008. I mean, it's just gone from strength to strength. I think the actual growth in revenue out of the business per year has been about 28% compounded. I mean, that's unheard of in the industry.
Tremendous.
So what did they get right? I just think they really redesigned the whole atmosphere of the vehicles. I mean, you're getting amazing vehicles coming out of Jaguar and Land Rover now. Specifically, recently in the last year, there have been 6 new models from the entire business, doing tremendously well worldwide, but branching out in emerging markets. Tata opened up a Jaguar Land Rover facility in China, a really big growing market for them. They did the same in Brazil, another big growing market for them. Even South Africa has seen a tremendous growth.
Exactly. There's a lot of people who regard the Range Rover as the ultimate car to drive if you want to show off.
No, you don't want a Prado or a Land Cruiser anymore. You want a Land Rover.
That's for like people who are trying to be too humble. It's people who want to be noticed, who want the latest Land Rover.
Absolutely,
and it's the right kind of windows.
It's the same concept in South America, same concept in most of the East, and pretty similar in the UK as well. So that's done incredibly well for them, and as long as they keep on doing what they're doing, their things are good. Tata back home in India, we need to understand it's
That's
passenger.
more about nanos and indicas and small.
Correct, for the passenger vehicle market, and they've lost a lot of market share there. Where they do incredibly well is on the commercial vehicle side.
Buses and trucks and stuff.
So India has a $1 trillion expansion program with regards to infrastructure that really helps the commercial side of business.
Roads are not the best.
India also has major import kind of tariffs, so it does protect the home market. So I think if Tata can reconcentrate on the whole Indian passenger market, because we need to understand that the penetration of vehicles in India is only 20 per 1,000 individuals. And there are literally 1.4 billion people in India, the same as China now, and India will actually outramp China when it comes to population growth.
Although China has built massive road infrastructure, whereas in India they're not that advanced yet.
Exactly.
So there's a sort of a twin problem there. More cars, yes, but better roads are required.
So I think if they can get Land Rover and Jaguar to keep on providing all this amazing amount of income into the business, Tata can reconcentrate on providing their passenger vehicles. The Nano hasn't been a success at all, unfortunately, not to the extent that they wanted it to be. I do think there can be some very important prospects ahead.
Look, the share chart didn't look all that tremendous, and remember, this one is held within a conglomerate type structure. So are there issues with that? I mean, what percentage of Tata Motors, which is listed, does Tata Group own? I'm not even sure. I couldn't find that information quickly.
Couldn't as well, unfortunately.
So sometimes you get those sort of transfer pricing issues and others, but how do you feel about
Well,
Tata?
just looking at on its own as it is at the moment, I think there's great potential within Tata, and I'll actually be hot on this business at these levels.
In particular, given how valuable Jaguar Land Rover business is inside of the
You're basically getting the rest of Tata almost for free, and Tata on its own is a formidable business within the Indian market.
Okay, good. Let's go hot on that.